truth is out. Column cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now it's fact, man. Check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grays at? Where they hiding? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth on my chest. Truth on my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Free from skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open, deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots to code. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth is out. And they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL in the newscast, Helen Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with the false locks. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings, they entrusted in me. Looking down on my declassified deeds. Like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, fuck that, the truth is out. Cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now it's fact, man. Check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grays at? Where they hiding? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth on my chest. Truth on my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go. Oh I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open. Deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots decoded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth is out. And they say, 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 and they say.
Grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL in the newscast, telling them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with the false lies. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by blackouts and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings, they entrusted me. Looking down my declassified deeds. Like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, fuck that, the truth is ours. Colonels, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now in fact, man, check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well, y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grays at? Where they hiding? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open. Deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some
truth is out. And they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL and the newscast, tell them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with the false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me. Looking down my declassified piece like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Counterpowers, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now in fact, man, check the transmission. And at the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grains at? Where they hiding? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music.
No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open, deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots decoded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth is out. And they say, grace above, secrets staying hidden, man.
Do me a favor, get out of the room, close the door.
SNL and the newscast, tell them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with the false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me. Looking down my declassified piece like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Counterpowers, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now in fact, man, check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grays at, where they hiding. I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, and the secret's open. Deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots to code. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth.
What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for aliens. Ease when the whistleblowers speak, government falls to their knees. Sightings in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. Hey, UFO news dropping now. Welcome to the proof.
The data, Eric Bergen. The data confirms their presence.
Hey, I hope everyone's doing good this week and moving it and making things happen out here in the UFO community. Having a great old time. Let's do this.
Hello, Knight.
What's going on, brother? I need to know what's going on in the last 24 hours in world global news.
Over the past 24 hours, quite a lot has been happening around the world. In the global headlines, the big story is the delay in US-Iran talks. Originally, they were set to happen in Switzerland, but they've been postponed after some renewed conflict in Lebanon involving Israeli strikes on Hezbollah forces. This has raised some concerns about the future of the US-Iran deal. Gesarte term 1 search.tan.tan.tan.11. There's been a lot of political movement. The Obama presidential thing just opened in Chicago, and a pivotal special election in the UK has also made waves, with Andy Burnham winning a parliamentary seat that's putting pressure on British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Right in your own backyard in Clearwater has been a quirky incident where a Jeep nearly ended up in someone's swimming pool. Thankfully, it stopped just at the edge and no one was hurt. Meanwhile, the local Quaker Steak and Lube, a motor-themed restaurant, is shutting its doors permanently after serving the community for nearly 25 years. I think it's congratulations on 2 quick stories, so there's definitely a mix of international tensions and local updates. If there's anything specific you want to dive into, just let me know.
All right. I'm getting like flag for my intro like every time, so I'm working with Blue. That's a network that helps, and they told me to screenshot the notification and send it to them so they can fix it. That's part of I told Uncle Jay, man, he doesn't listen, so I've been trying to get him to go there so he gets help with his lies, but he doesn't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, UFO Anomaly? What's going on? Let's do the intros here. Who is in the live? Uncle Jay is in the live. What's up, man? I told you, man, you got to get with Blue, bro. They'll help you.
Uncle Jay's live podcast has arrived. Bigfoot's here too. Ready to rock this show. Let's go.
Yeah. What's going on, UFO Anomaly? How Wednesday lottery? Van Raver was up 12-7. 3Gs3. What's going on? 3546. Greeting fellow patriots. All right. Let's get this out. I've been like testing some stuff here, trying to get this all on. Carol Smith, how you doing today? Happy Friday, 12-7. Brah, I'll tell you, man. Trying to pull Uncle Jay's foot here. Let's see here. I figure I'd do a whole bunch of shares. Let's see here. It's Friday. Next week we're supposed to get the drop. So that should be interesting, right? Let me go here. I don't know why I pressed that button. I still have that app you sent me. I'll do it today sometime. Okay. Man, get on it, man. Get on it, bro. Get on it. For real. Gotta get your stream up and running, man. Alright, let me do this. I don't know why TikTok's trying to get me to flag people. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, TikTok? What the fuck you doing, TikTok? Why are you trying to get me banning people? Stupid, bro. It's like someone somewhere decides, hey, mess with this guy. Mess with this guy. This is the guy you're going to be messing with. And then they leave it. They don't come back to it. Okay, maybe that worked. What's going on, Uncle Jay, man? What is life treating you?
Yeah, I went live. We had a lot of problems. I had to do 2 live, so the app's acting up. But are you talking about that AI app you sent me in the message a while back ago? Is that what you want me to do?
No, it's called Blue2. Blue2 is an agency. They don't take none of your money. They assign you with an agent, and if you get flagged like multiple times on something, you screenshot it, you send it to them, and they would screenshot it, and then they would do an open report, and it would go in a deep dive to make sure that you don't get flagged for something that, because they're saying that the AI system is flagging people for no nonsense. So they have been falling.
They hit my screensavers that I pay money for.
Yeah.
And say it's a dark screen and it's the AI, but I won't appeal it because I'm not guilty. So I'm not going to be set up in a trapment situation. You know what I mean? Because once you appeal it, you're guilty.
Right. So what you do is you screenshot it, the incidents, and then if your working agent would open up a a working order to get into the deep into it. Thank you for the gift, all Hindi. What's going on, brother? So yeah, that's one of the things.
It's showing on my end that your screen is locked up and not moving. I don't know if anybody else sees that.
I'm like, let me go on my cell phone. Maybe I can look at it. Yeah, TikTok's trippy, man.
Another factor uniting fans around.
I don't know why I got my cell phone blasting like that.
There it goes. It's working now.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to get let's see here. Do share. I'm gonna just share the shit out of this UFO anomaly. See if I can get his ass back over here. Oh. It's like by one letter she shows up and then another letter.
Yeah, it's like you're freezing up and releasing. I don't know. It could be on my end. Is anybody in the comments? Is his live moving?
All right, I'm looking at myself right now.
Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. Much love, man.
Yeah, well, my cell phone is not freezing right now. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
All I see is you locked up looking down, and the whole screen's. I'm telling you, yesterday I did a Thursday live to warm up for the weekend, for the night and the weekend, and nothing but problems, violations right after the other. Couldn't get people in the boxes. They were dropping. And I just want the app to fix it. We're trying to hang out with our friends and, have conversations because we're bored and we're not allowed to.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like if you go with the company and they can help you, but they don't take none of your proceeds at all.
And you know me, I support mostly all good creators that, have each other's back and show love and light. And I disregard the haters that are about themselves. So you know me, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do that AI one you sent me. Maybe you can do something with that to help me. I don't know about the agency thing because I'm already targeted, bro. I'm watched constantly.
Yeah, speaking about the agency, also, when you start earning an income on it, they give you a vacation money too. So when you don't go live, they average out your income and give you money while you're on vacay. That's another thing.
I do appreciate your help. I'm just an older dude, so the technology, I need like a partner. That's why I said if I ever made it, I'd have to hire somebody to make everything run smooth. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to help you, Jay, man. You just gotta accept the advice, bro. You gotta accept the advice and do it.
I know, man, but I've been with agencies before, and I had very, very bad problems.
Like I said, brother, this agency's different.
I think it's my page.
It's
I
the
really
top,
do. I think
it's
my page.
It's top 10 agency on the app, bro. And I think it's called Bluetooth. I want to say Bluetooth, but it's not Bluetooth.
Just send it to me again, and then I'll see what I can do. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I mean, what is it going to hurt? I'm already in trouble, anyways.
Yeah, they would help you there, and then when you get the reports, you screenshot it and you send it to them, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm taking pictures because I'm getting hit by the same thing over and over again, and it's the intel.
Matt had some really good new footage last night, bro. You would have loved it. I just couldn't keep people in the box. As soon as he showed it, man, they were attacking us. But great footage, all new footage we've been getting. I just can't keep the people in the lives.
What's going on? Z2K from Orleans? Nah, I'm messing that up, bro. Orleans, New York, I believe. What happens? What is going on, man? What's going on, Max?
Hello. How you doing?
Whole screen went black night when Max come up. What's up, Max?
Hey, how you doing? How's things going? It's morning here. I guess it's morning everywhere. Here, I got my Mr. Maximus is speaking to you.
Yep. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
What's going on, UFO Anomaly?
Oh, hey everyone. Just is it Friday?
Yes, sir.
Friday, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Here in America. What day is it over there?
it's the same day.
All right.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
We're all on the
It's
same
it's
page.
it's confusing. It's confusing a lot of times.
Oh,
is
yeah, the
sometimes on
time
TikTok.
range. Yeah.
You can be talking in people tomorrow, which is really weird. But no, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking that. What did everybody make of the last drop then? We've all had a week to kind of think about it.
Great question. 2780. Good morning. What do you guys think about the drop? You guys got into it?
Oh no, man! I'm looking through my files. UFO anomaly owes me $4 from.
Shit. All right, so I think the videos were pretty sad. So sad that they're taking citizens videos and stuff. But the PDF files were pretty interesting. I like the PDF files, the stories, the intel. That was pretty interesting. Example, I think they had, man, I've got to go back to, I made a 4.5 hour segment of it. I went through every PDF file, every audio, and the videos I left at the end because it's video. The first thing everybody does is video and audio. I did like the anomaly that they found, the dark side of the moon with the structure and stuff. That was really, really interesting, and I think that's where the segue of there's a building on the dark side of the moon came from.
I've seen a lot of that you did. It was good. That was a good section.
Yeah, it's definitely. We're scheduled for next week to have another drop at the 4th UFO drop from war.gov. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a blank screen for no reason. Looks like I'm reading something. But yeah, it's next week, next Friday at 8 a.m. So that's gonna be exciting.
I know that I've been seeing more here that the orbs and other crafts are beginning to act like they're wanting to show themselves more. I'm just wondering if everybody has been seeing this, or is this just a local thing for me?
Not me. I haven't seen anything, but my followers have, Max. But I haven't seen anything crazy. I'm in Florida. But then I got Wabi. She's in Florida, and she sees them like you do every day.
It seems like they're trying to communicate. And, I never did have much faith in that. For such a long time, I was thinking that was goofy. Well, I mean, I did. But, I'm coming around to this idea. That maybe they are trying to communicate. We just haven't got there yet on how to communicate with them. I
heard a story last night. If you want,
go ahead.
I heard a story, Max, last night from a guy. Said that he met one of the beings or something, right? He was a church-going guy. He ended up meeting one of the beings, and he had the C word on his forehead. He said the being healed him. His son was with him, right? But he didn't get close. And the guy said, "Oh, that's an angel." And his own son said, "Dad, that's not an angel. It had red eyes. That is a demon."
Hey, give me a second here.
We
are live. We are live. Alki, Arius, NL. We're live, okay? Yeah, go ahead, brother. If I don't respond to that, they're going to say that it's pre-recorded bullshit. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was the story, Max. It was kind of weird, right? So then the church was trying to tell him, but he wouldn't listen. And then that was the end of the story. I haven't got any more on it, but it was really interesting that, he's saying the son said it's a demon and it healed his dad. It's weird.
That don't sound right, really, but
So I was like, man, that hit me hard. So I am sharing that story just for you guys, and then you just make your own opinion. You know what I mean? I just give you what I hear.
well, that's what I try to do too, is show what I see and not try to draw opinions from this. But I'll tell you what, some of the things I've seen here lately is I think these are trying to communicate. Even the ones that are with them, the ones that blink, you can see that plain as day that the timing changes on these things, and they're sending out some kind of code. But what that code is, I have no idea what it is. No
Yeah.
idea.
Seen, what was it night with CJ? We've and WP. We've seen what do you call it? Not biblical. What is that? I forget. Hebrew language, like letters inside those orbs, like a writing of Hebrew letters.
Oh yeah, I seen that twice. Hey,
Now,
Urios
when
NL, give me a second here. No problem, man. You'd be surprised how often people do that and ask, and then immediately they report, dude. So I appreciate you at least questioning and trying to verify before you do anything. So welcome to the live.
Yeah, so anyways, I don't know what's going on. Just use your discernment. I always tell you guys that are seeing them all the time, please just use your discernment, because I worry about you guys. And a lot of us don't see them, you see. But we do appreciate all the ones that do, like Max and everybody, and that show their videos, because we are just trying to see what's going on, you know, just like Night. We're just trying to get the truth, you know, somehow, some way.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, man. Just whatever belief system you do have, just verify before you step into whatever it is, and just make sure you walk safely, you know? Hey, UFO Anomaly, you're atheist, so how do you go about understanding the phenomenon and keeping yourself safe, per se, in this world with the
I don't know. I don't know that there's anything that I need to protect myself from, but you know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Sphere network. Are you familiar with that?
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
The Sphere network.
The one with Stephen Greer?
It's the basic. It's a concept that exists from the beginning of times, and like the Sumerian texts that were written all those years ago allude to there being like a network of spheres, and they knew quite a bit about it. But it's sort of like an ancient global defense network, and this is why we are seeing things that specifically are like, you know, fit certain dynamics, like triangular formations and stuff like that. You know, yeah, basically there's an Irish engineer who's been studying UFOs for over 20 years, and he claims that the phenomenon of metallic orbs constitute some sort of global defense network, and the guy's name is Patrick Jackson. He's actually got a documentary that can be downloaded very cheaply on Amazon for £2.99 or possibly $3.50 if you haven't seen it. But it's very, very interesting because, you know, where throughout history we've seen different depictions of sort of orbs and spiral, sort of weird spirals in the sky and all sorts of different things. I kind of think that there's possibly, I think it's more so connected to the planet. I don't know what the context really of it is, but you know, where it slips into religion and stuff, and people want to go down that road and that train of thought, it just isn't my first thought. You know what I'm saying? I can completely.
No, me either. I don't believe that either.
I can completely respect other people's feelings,
yes,
and their perspectives on things. But you know, I think there's. I mean, I've just recently been watching a guy on YouTube, and it's something completely different, but it's a bit of a deep dive into America's history. And this guy, hang on, I'll see if I can find his channel, which I will just mention. But basically what he does, he sneaks into the Grand Canyon and he goes to the no-go places, which he shouldn't go to. And I mean, America has some of the most incredible relics existing that just completely skew the timeline of history as we understand it. I mean, some of it, I'm beginning to kind of conclude that, like, there you go, Mr. Mountain Beast is his name. Mr. Mountain Beast on YouTube. Yeah, I know, right? I know, but like, I swear to God, this guy, he's only got 75,000 followers at the moment. So really, in YouTube terms, not a lot of people are following him. But where he goes for like literally 30-day walks in the wilderness, he is coming across some of the strangest, environments in the Grand Canyon that allude to advanced civilizations, and really advanced civilizations, possibly much like the pyramids were kind of, I feel like they were assimilated in Egyptology because they were there before the Egyptians. I think, you know, in some cases, especially where the Grand Canyon's concerned, different timelines of civilization have used the same spaces and effectively, assimilated into the environment that was already there. But it really does look like, you know, I mean, when you saw, what was it? You know, like where Luke Skywalker came from. It was actually Tatooine in Morocco, which is where they filmed it. And there are these underground sort of complexes and stuff like that. That's exactly what's in the Grand Canyon. And so, you know, there was a time on the planet whereby, in which particular age, I'm not entirely sure, there have been beings living on this planet that were mega advanced. And I actually think that there is a capacity and a possibility that, like the Dark Knight satellite, all the orbs, especially like when we look at examples like the Booger sphere and such, I think they're part of the sphere, this sphere network.
Well,
Okay.
I got a question. Is I see a lot of the triangular formations here with the orbs. What does anybody have an idea what that could represent, even if they was trying to send a message? What kind of message would that be?
What, this sphere network? Or whatever it is that make up the sphere network. I mean, I know that Patrick Jackson kind of believes that this thing is put in place so that effectively it's kind of some sort of defense mechanism for the planet. But that would mean at some point historically that there has been something that wanted to protect this. So whether there is any sort of credence to the reality that, you know, this whole project here on planet Earth is belonging to someone, and there is a greater oversight in the protection of the species here. I mean, who's to say?
You know, I do remember someone was saying, it loses me, but I remember someone stating that there was a prior civilization here, and that prior civilization was saying that basically some other extraterrestrial contact came here and literally invoked their evolution to a stage where they weren't able to sustain their bodies, and what happened is what you see the orbs today.
Guys, this has actually happened. All right, this is happening again, but this has happened in the future 2 or 3 times where these things came to be visible where everybody can see them. I got documentation from followers and everything else, what they seen in the skies in, you know, earlier times, and it was 3 different occasions. I think this is a 3rd or 4th time that they're coming back. So I don't know what's going on. but it's all legit documented.
But 1973 in Piedmont, Missouri, Dr. Rutledge wrote a book on a study that they had done over there at Piedmont. And they explained these things exactly what we're seeing here now. This was in 1973.
Oh yeah, and it goes way before that, Max. And then you museum, right? The old paintings. Remember the old paintings that are real? Laura saw that actual painting in the museum where this alien ship was in the painting that they seen back. Dude, I don't even know how long ago, but long time ago.
Yeah, well, this is the
I'm just
thing,
talking
though.
about what we've documented, just lately documented.
These orbs are they're everywhere. They're in all sorts of, bizarre cave paintings and sort of, they've been present throughout history. They're mentioned in the Sanskrit Sumerian texts. The connection between the Sanskrit Sumerian texts and of the obvious Anunnaki as well. It's just so bizarre that like all those years ago, this knowledge of this thing was there. And to me, I think that the establishment would want you to believe it's angels and demons and stuff like that, because the narrative then sits in the hands of however they explain it to you. But if it was in something much, much broader and something more tangible even, when people say that, even just the fact that aliens have red eyes, that's because they're aliens. They're not like us.
Thank you for your heart.
To make some sort of connection to it being some sort of, a demonic force or something. See, to me, that's like a semantic of language.
Semantic of language. I think it's what's that called? Demon is a root word for something like a person that's against you or something like that. Not even a demonic thing that we call it today. It's something else.
I'm just going to get a launch chair and sit out and wait for y'all to make a move, and then I'll go from there.
I don't understand this. It's gotten where, well, I just put a video on yesterday of 15 minutes of continuous. It wasn't cut or anything, and it was steady stream of these orbs, and it was numbers. Big numbers is what has happened here just recently.
So
it's not just it's not you, Max. It's a lot of other people saying the same thing you are, bro. The ones that see them all the time.
Thank you for her heart.
Yeah, they're getting more rampant, if you know what I mean. So I was thought of you, Max. I was like, then Max is probably getting loaded with them too.
I don't understand it. It's to me, it's disturbing, sort of. It's kind of how an army will get on the borders and ramp up right before. It's stuff like that runs through my mind. I'm not saying that's what it is. You just have to consider some things.
But remember, your first thought's usually accurate.
Let's hope that's not true. Let's hope that's not true.
You guys still there? I lost you.
Yeah. You're freezing up all the time, but yeah, you're there, buddy.
Did you guys see that interview that Lou Elizondo had over the last couple of days, where the interviewee asks him if there's anything to be worried about the Apophis asteroid, and he goes, "No, it's not Apophis that we need to be worried about." And the interviewer goes, "Well, what is it?" And he goes, "Well, I can't tell you." I think I saw that. I saw that on your stream today night.
Oh yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yesterday.
Lou
It was
Elizondo.
interesting.
It was being asked about the apostasy, and that's when Lou said that. Yeah, that's definitely interesting because it definitely gives a insight here to what's going on.
You got Savage Life wants to come up, Knight.
Got
there
him.
you go.
All right. What's going on, Savage Light? Oh, it looked like there he is. There he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
You hear me?
Yes. It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
Kind of. I'm at work. I just wanted to say there's a painting. There's multiple paintings, but there's a painting done by Carlo Crivelli in 1486, and it's of Mother Mary. She's got her arms crossed, and then there's a gold beam that's going through the house. If you follow that gold beam all the way up, there's a circular craft that is made up of cherubs in the sky. In the Bible, it says in one text where it says Yahweh is riding through the heavens upon a cherub. Then there's another painting, I forget the guy's name, but it's from 15 something, and it's the baptism of Yeshua. And if you go and follow the rays of light into the sky, there's another orb, not an orb, but a disc that is right above, and it's the baptism of Yeshua with John the Baptist. And there's plenty. You can go on my page. I got countless, not countless, but I know of countless images and Bible scripture like Acts 1. It speaks of Yeshua descending into the heavens, and then two angels in white robes come down and speak with the people and says, "Why are you looking up into the heavens? Don't you know that he's going to return the same way that he left?" And it talks about Yeshua going into the cloud and going into the heavens, and that he's going to come back the same way that he left.
Salvage, you just remind me here. So you guys know on the live stream, who we got on guest right now is Max UAP Orbs UFO. He goes live stream every night, looking at these orbs. Uncle Jay's podcast, he invites guests on that have seen these orbs and has been documenting this, and he's constantly on in the afternoon. What's your schedule, Uncle Jay? Like at 7?
I switched it to 5 till closing, whenever that is, 5 o'clock p.m. I'm in Florida, so that'll be Eastern time. I just texted Michelle, if you don't mind. She said she had pics and orbs, and that's what we want, people to come in and show and tell their stories. So if they're wanting to, they're more than welcome. Thank you.
And then UFO Anomaly, he comes on live and he constantly has guests on with different perspectives and interviewing, talking about mainstream UFO talk, basically. And what's your schedule, UFO Anomaly?
I don't really have a schedule as such. I just kind of go live when I feel like I need to, usually when news breaks and such. But I mean, also, I've had my own UFO experiences, like a lot of people from the community. Mine started in 2005, and I've been having them up until 2021, which is the last real time that I had a proper full-on experience. I've seen stuff recently in the sky that I would just call sort of regular UFO spottings. But yeah, I'm just here to talk in what I would call black and white. I like the black and white realm.
Also, so you guys caught that he's an experiencer. He actually had contact with these, what was it, the Greys, or is it multiple creatures?
It's not really confirmed. It's multiple creatures. I say multiple. Definitely 2 encounters with 2 types. One had a spacesuit on, and the other one was on the other side of light. I believe it was a light being, but I just don't know.
All right, sorry about putting you on the spot there, UFO Anomaly.
Without the context, it just sounds really wacky.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
What is it? UFO Chips. he's constantly on lives reviewing things too, and he also has a YouTube channel with some I want to say reggae music.
Yep. Reggae dub.
Kick ass.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're awesome, bro. You keep it real. You keep it on spot, and you're constantly helping other creators. So I appreciate it. Sorry about that savage life for a brave. Go back to you, brother.
Yeah. So I have documentation of being in front of a craft, and the closest I've been to it was probably approximately 15 feet, and it was over a 45 minute experience. And it wasn't just me, but it was me, my father, 2 officers, and probably 50 to 75, maybe 100 people in the middle of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, on a 4-way of Social Street, Pond Ave, and Veterans Boulevard. And this is documented. It made front page headlines. MUFON was involved, and we had suits come to our house telling us that we needed to be quiet about it. So I have documentation of this experience, not of my abduction, but I will tell you everything that I've experienced I can find in scripture, and it all points to our Creator. And what we call extraterrestrial is something that's been around, and the old ones called them the Elohim. So, and not to mention, there is a photo of this craft, and I can show you it. There is an actual photo of this craft. It is not from the day that this happened with me. It's from a whole nother experience through somebody else. I don't know who took the photo, but I will tell you that this craft is exactly the same craft that was in front of me.
I believe you, Savage, 100, bro. I believe you. Much love, man. I had a follower, same thing. Robbie said he saw a gray in a ship, like saw the bean itself, and he's in, I believe, the UK.
Well, when I was amongst them, there was grays, and it was in a darker room, but they were grayish like, and they had browner skin, but it was gray like, and I was 9 years old, and they came up to my waist, a little bit shorter than my waist, and I was a big 9. Everybody in my family's tall, so but there was somebody else that was there. She was female, and when I spoke with her and the others, it was all telepathically, and the stuff that they did with me, it felt comfortable to be around them. I wasn't in fear, other than they had a test for me to do that I didn't do because I was leery of what the substance they had want me to jump into in the beginning.
Was it blue substance?
No, it was.
Would you mind if I can do an interview with you this weekend on my live? Because you have a very, very interesting story, and I would love to share it with the followers and public if I can.
Yeah.
Totally up to you. And like I said, I have a lot of people getting dropped, so you guys are aware, but I would love to hear that story in full.
It's a lot. Some of these people that are on here know of it already, but I haven't spoke about it in a while. But yeah, again, what day out of the weekend? Because Saturday is my Sabbath, so I ain't doing.
No, it's good. I'll be on Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday. But like I said, I just like to get your voices out, and I believe you. That's what I'm saying. So I would love to have you up, and that just helps other people. But like I said, I always leave it up to you. But man, awesome story, and I believe you. Like I said.
Yeah, it'd be a Sunday then.
Thanks for the invite. I have to get busy here. I got grass to mow, so thanks for the invite, and
I appreciate you,
see
brother.
everybody. Thanks a lot.
All right, Max. Take care, buddy.
Right.
Hi,
See everybody. Thanks.
UFO X-Files, I like what you were digging into today, or yesterday, when you were having a chat about the Naga, from which are a reptilian deity from Japan.
Oh,
and I particularly liked what the conversation between you and Orion went, where
he gets pissed, dude. He gets so mad. He wasn't hearing it today. Sometimes he's like, he's in the mood for the shit, and then some days he's like, no, fuck you, I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. But I didn't know that the Japanese had a reptilian deity. It is interesting, isn't it?
I didn't know that neither, man. I want to research more about that reptilian deity, because I think that's why they look the way. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle, I don't know your full name, but I try to add you. It says you can't add this person due to the privacy settings.
Okay, so they did that. The app did it itself.
Uncle Jay's live podcast has arrived. Bigfoot's here too. Ready to rock this show. Let's go.
Figure I'd do that. I do that.
That's awesome.
I didn't even do yours, did I? Did I, Chips?
UFO Chips has arrived. UFO Chips, delicious.
Delicious. I love them. They're all so good, man. You're very clever.
Yeah, if you go to his, you know what, let me try to see if I can pin Uncle Jay's, oh, it won't even let me pin you. Why is that? Why can't I pin you, Uncle Jay? Yeah, it won't let me pin you.
They said something about privacy settings.
Contributions, what? Can I at least? Alright, if I do this, can you see the chat? Oh, I just got paused here, I think. What is that, him?
There we go. I can see it in the chat.
Yeah, so if that's his hyperlink right there, I can't even pin it. I don't even know why. I don't know why. It's like dead silence right now. Everybody's still here, right? I'm still here.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can put it. But
okay.
Yeah.
You're a moderator, right, Chips?
Yeah.
Can you pin it?
Have a crack at it. I'm gonna try. Every time I click on it, it just opens this up. No, I'm gonna say I can't, but I'm gonna just quietly ferret away in the background and keep trying.
Uncle Jay's so banned. Thank God it was like, no. Freaking the AI is like, no, we're not gonna hear it. What the hell? Uncle Jay's notorious showing those cheeks. That's why they were like, no, thank you. Invite to mute, invite. I don't know.
What do you think Lou Elizondo's on about when he says, I can't tell you what the nature of the thing that I'm worried about is? And when pressed on it, he says, well, what is it to be like human? And, what's our place in the world and the universe? And are we really on top? Are we the apex predator? No, we're somewhere in the middle. What the F? What the F?
That's a great
so
point.
Creepy.
That's a great point. UFO anomaly. UFO Chips. UFO anomaly and Cass Clark mentioned this a while back that we should start doing reverse speech on some of these interviews to see what they initially are saying underneath their double speech. And I agree with that. And I think that will be an opportune time to really do a reverse speech on him when he says that.
It's just so creepy. Like, if you want to scare people, you don't give them all the facts. You just dangle that in front of them and let their minds turn it over and over forever. Like, at this point, I think, just say the thing that you're not saying. What the hell could it possibly be that is worse than a half-truth?
Blitz Dizzy 420. I appreciate you, brother, man. Just keeping. That's what it is, baby. Let's listen into the wild info.
Yeah, awesome, man. I'm sorry, guys. I had to take care of a vehicle, so if you were talking to me, my apologies.
Are you a mechanic, Uncle Jay?
Dude, I can make a alien ship do low 8s in a quarter mile.
I gotta drop off my car to you then. I got this burning rubber smell.
I can't soup up your Subaru or your Prius.
What is up with the
story? Hey, I heard a story yesterday that a lady went shopping, right? She had a Tesla, and she was behind on her payments, and the car drove off itself. It repoed itself and drove back to the dealer.
That's wild, dude. They're coming for our jobs, man.
You got to have that gasoline stuff, man. You can't be. I'm kidding, man.
Hey, you guys heard of, like, I think it's E natural gas? Basically, it makes natural gas into a liquid state, and then you can fill up your gas. It's supposed to run cleaner than regular normal gas. It's pretty wild. Hey, Chips, can't hear you, brother.
Sorry. Wow. The craziest thing I saw this week was a new type of body scanning equipment that runs. You stand in a vat of water, and it slowly fills up around your body, and it can scan to the same level of detail as an MRI, but it's just sonic resonance, just sound waves and water molecules bouncing off your skin. So instead of $10,000 a pop for an MRI, it's essentially free. So for doctors, it means that they could scan you as many times as they need to and catch things much earlier, because there's not that barrier of cost associated with scanning you. So it's like this huge medical breakthrough.
What's weird about that is that not a lot of medical locations are picking that up. But what's strange is that there's a lot of these gyms. I don't know over there, but over in America, there's a lot of gyms picking that up. And I'm understanding that it's like, hey, you can get your scan and all, as so you can lose weight and all this other stuff. Which that's
when you're
weird.
at a gym, yeah. I could see why, like, a health spa would want that as part of their business, eh? Yeah.
So
you go along, get your facial done, and also detect a small anomaly quick, early, and go to the doctors rather than yeah, that's pretty cool.
Quick thing. Who is Savage? I know you said you try. I'm already following you, buddy, from a while ago, and you said I'm on private. Michelle.
Uncle Jay's live podcast has arrived. Bigfoot's here too. Ready to rock.
I love that fucking intro. I just figured it's how you talk.
Michelle followed and it worked, Savage. So it's the app itself separating us, I guess, because she followed and it worked. I'm going to have her on the panel too. So try again. Says I already followed you, okay, buddy? So you know.
Agent Smith says, I know
That's fine.
everything, I swear.
If you're following me, I'll look you up on that way. Because right now I go to hit the little plus symbol and it gives me the same thing.
It's all good, brother. I just wanted to let you know. I know what's going on with the app.
What I was going to say is UFO anomaly, I advise you to get those 3D scanning thing, dude, so we can see those cheeks and see if they have left anything inside you, bro.
Do any of y'all know what project map projecting is?
I've heard a little about that.
So project map projecting is there's a guy that's on TikTok that he's got quite a few videos, but there's two of them that I point at. But you have to have something that's in a completely standstill position for this to work. But you could basically project this type of light onto whatever you want. I've seen them do it on toilets in a bathroom. I've seen them do it on whole churches. But you're taking a projector and you're grafting it to the image, and the image is shaped. And once you have it digitally grafted to it, you are able to put up whatever effects that you want on this thing. It's the only thing that I can point at that is very close to what I seen August 16th, 1999. And the thing that was in the sky was moving in every way.
Oh, you just got muted.
It was writing with itself in the sky. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it went in and out. It went in and out. But you're on right now. You were left at something in the sky.
It was basically showing itself off in the sky, and it was essentially writing with itself. At the same time, it was producing these high resolution colors and effects from these colors, different designs and styles with itself. And it was moving and showing itself entirely and what it can entirely do. But at the same time, these vibrant colors and shapes that it was producing is what I would say what project map projecting is able to do with a still image. But when this thing was directly over me, and I mean directly over me, not just me, but other people as well, including my father, it was like 15 foot above our head, maybe even closer. What I kept on doing...
Sorry about that.
What I kept on... Yeah, you're good. What I kept on doing is looking up at it. It was very hypnotic, but at the same time, I was seeing... because it was so vibrant in color and so bright, I wanted to see if it was illuminating down on the ground or on myself. So I'd look down at my arms, and it cascaded a shadow. Even though it was so bright and it was directly above us, it wasn't projecting light down onto me. And so it was like a skin almost on the craft itself. And but it is the equivalent to what we can do with project map projecting. But the way that we do it with project map projecting, it has to be done on a still surface or image, or the guy that is lazy dot lighting on TikTok, he uses a white cube block or a few of them. And there's a few of them because this craft can go into a black and white mode. And when it does this black and white mode, it's able to distort itself to make itself appear a little bit different from what the craft actually looks like. And that includes making what looks like windows on the edging of the craft itself. Looks like windows, but it's not. It's just a light effect. And then it has a whole color phase where any color that you can think of, it is the brightest of itself, and it's able to produce patterns and move these patterns in different directions. And it's very much like project map projecting. But this was all back in 1999 on a craft that was moving all through the sky. And I mean, I was very, very close to this thing. And yeah. And then after it was all said and done, it turned all this color off and all the light effects off, where I was able to see the actual bare bones of this craft. And the underneath, the above, everything. It actually, when it turned its the light effects off, it slowly scooted itself away from being over us to being upright on its edge, where we're looking at the top surface of the craft, and it would be like taking a coin and holding it on its edge and looking up at it, and you would see like George Washington or the backside of it. But and that's where these beings came down to the bottom window and stood there. And I waved at it. It didn't wave back at me. But I seen other smaller beings like peeking over and behind its back. And everything that I've witnessed and physically and being amongst them, you can find directly in the Bible. You can find it directly in the Bible. Like when I was with them, I was naked, but I didn't really know of my nakedness, and you can find that with Adam and Eve. It speaks of after they ate from the forbidden fruit that they knew of their nakedness. Well, when I was with them, I was naked, but it didn't feel like I was naked. It didn't feel like I knew of my nakedness. And this, after I left them, after the stuff that they did, I was at my bedroom door, standing at the front door. She spoke something to me. I said, "Don't worry, I won't." I go out into the living room. I ask where my father is to my stepmother, and she tells me that he's doing an interview. I said, "What interview?" She said, "The interview to the UFO we seen the other night." I started crying because I thought I missed out on being able to share. And I go sit down. She makes breakfast for me. I'm sitting there eating halfway through. And then I realize I'm naked, and I scoot out from underneath the table, and I run back to my room. So this effect that it had on me started to wear off. And this was, 30 minutes in, and I'm just sitting there naked. And the other thing is, she was also there. She was part of this experience, but she was kind of scared, so she went back to the car. So, and there's an officer I'm speaking with now that was one of the viewers, and I mean, he does not want to talk about it. He says it's very sensitive material. I'm trying to speak to I'm trying to get the name of the other officer that said, because the reason why this made front page headlines is because the officer that I'm trying to get in touch with, he walked up on me and my dad, basically wondering what we were doing there around 8:30ish or so, and he's like, "It's a school night." He goes, "What are you doing out here?" And my dad pointed up to the sky, and he stopped what he was doing, and he started staying there and watching it with us. And dispatch asked him 5-10 minutes in, because he wasn't getting back to him. They said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm looking at a UFO." And she said, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" And he says, "I'm looking at a UFO." This happened right on the four-way of Social Street, Pond Street, and Veterans Boulevard. Social Street is the main street. Pond Street and Veterans Boulevard sit adjacent from each other at the four-way. On Veterans Boulevard, if you go down the road, the Woonsocket Police Department is sitting right there on the edge. Well, another police officer come out the back of that police department. That's the one I'm speaking with. And he comes running down the street, yelling at the police officer, talking about how you are not supposed to say that over these radio waves. And to his right, there's a big building that was blocking what we were observing. But once he got past that building and he seen what we were looking at, he stopped what he was doing. He walked up to the four-way. He stopped cussing, and the other officer across the street, and he says, "I don't care what we're looking at. You're not supposed to say anything like that over these radio waves." And because he said it over his CB or his walkie, that's public domain. And this was back in the 90s when everybody had police scanners, and this was a big city. So we had people stopping their cars, getting out, and going to the parking lot where this thing was over us and walking under it. And I'm telling you, there was at least 100 to maybe 50 to 75, 100 people that witnessed this thing, including 2 officers. And this is documented. You can call up the Woonsocket Library and ask for the newspaper article. It made front page headlines, and it tells you that MUFON was involved. They spoke with the MUFON. His name was William Mussick. Today he's the head over the water department out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The illustrator of the newspaper is Russ something, and he's still doing newspapers today. Everything I'm telling you is legitimately for real. For real, for real.
Do you think you'll be able to get a hold of that officer that you're talking about?
I've been working on it for over a year. And the officer I'm speaking to right now, I'm basically at like a dead loss with him. But I'm speaking with another officer that was a rookie at the time that this all happened. And he's kind of acquaintances with them. His name is Lieutenant Oliver. And he's still one of the police officers at the Woonsocket Police Department. And he's doing a deep dive investigation for me and trying to get a hold of the officer that doesn't really want to talk about this. I've talked to Kaz. Kaz thinks that they got a gag order on them, and or they're paid off, basically. And so I got Lieutenant. Good.
I'm sorry. I wonder if Knight can look that up, dude, because that should have been on every news channel on the world, that story you just said. And this is what I'm talking about.
I have, when you go to look it up, it's hard to find. You will find a Facebook article that is me looking for the people that were involved that night. I do have the newspaper article, the front page and inside article to this. I have messages between me and one of the officers talking about how sensitive this is, and he doesn't want to go forward anymore about it. I have emails from Lieutenant Oliver doing back check records for this, and basically what I've been told by them is that everything that happened from the 70s all the way up till 1999 is basically the end era of them holding on to any records, unless if it had to do something with like murder or anything like that, or any. So they started a whole new system in 2000. I have emails of him and me talking about this, and but there is another officer, and the other officer that I'm speaking with his name is Hamminen. His last name is Hamminen. He's the one that went out to the backside of the police department. I have messages between me and him where he's talking about this is very sensitive and he doesn't want to go any further with it. But you can call up the Woonsocket Library in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and ask for this happened in August 16, 1999. The article that came out, I think, was on the 18th or 19th. But they have to pull it off of microfilm. The newspaper, which was the Woonsocket Call, all their stuff got burnt up in a fire. So all the information that you can get is out of that library. And they have to pull this off of microfilm. You can look up on MUFON records for the state of Rhode Island. And look up the date for this, and it'll tell you about this newspaper article. It'll tell you how it made front page headlines. And if you look up UFO sightings in Rhode Island, there's something that happened back in the 1960s or 70s. That's not this. This all happened August 16th, 1999.
I think you should write a book, my friend. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, there's way more that I don't talk about because literally this is stuff that my father told me that was going to happen when I was about 7 years old, because he made me listen to a conversation between me and my grandfather, my Pepe, because I didn't believe him because he told me that this was going to happen. And he said, "Oh, let's go to Pepe's house. You don't say nothing." And we went there, and it was just casual conversation about how's your day and everything. And then halfway through, he brings up, he goes, "Hey, Dad, you remember that time when I was little? I was about 4 years old, and I was in the crib crying, and you and Mom woke up, and y'all could not get out of bed. Y'all could not get out of the bed." And my grandfather's like, "Oh, yeah." And he's kind of speaking to him in French a little bit. And he was talking about how it was like sleep paralysis and how he could not move. Him and his wife, my grandmother Gloria. And they could not move. This is an event, my dad said there was about 6 to 8 of them in his room looking him over. And I have conversations between me and my Uncle Al and my Uncle Ron and my Uncle Bill talking about how my father used to speak about he'd be in a room and all of a sudden the wall would go purple, and a couple of them would walk through the wall and be speaking with him and whatnot. I've had a conversation between my aunt talking about how, she thought my dad was crazy because this is all he ever talked about. But it's real. It's very, very real.
So,
very, very real.
You said it was August 16th? What year?
August 16th, 1999.
And that's why I said I believe you, Savage, because, bro, I've been interviewing a lot of people, and I've heard similar stories of walls. They walk through the wall. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I believe you because of the many people. Knight's probably interviewed people, too. I mean, it didn't just appear in disc form. I will say my dad seen it in the sky, and it was in its star form. And we got into the back parking lot of the post office, which is right on Social Street. And my dad, my Uncle Norman, and me got out of the car, and my dad was arguing with my Uncle Norman, talking about how this wasn't a star. And my Uncle Norman was a drunk, so he was like, I ain't having it, I'm going back.
So this happened in August.
And I'm talking to my dad, I'm like,
Rhode Island?
August 16th, Rhode Island. August 16th, 1999.
All right, check it out.
I can show you the newspaper article.
Hey, Ryan, can you give me info about this event?
Let's go, baby.
What I might have to come back up because I got to put my GPS up.
August 16th, 1999.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Got it. A police officer there got on the scanner, straight up said he was looking at a UFO on Social Street. Local news even covered it because it was a cop making the call. An older couple who owned a rent-a-center nearby also saw the same thing. It was a clear daylight sighting in a town that already had UFO history. Want the Pennsylvania sightings from the same day too?
See, we got you, baby. We know what we're looking for, man. We got the investigations.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I do this every day, baby. That's what we do, baby.
I didn't even tell you about the old couple.
That's it. That's what we do here.
So that old couple, I'm looking for that old couple's name because they lived above the Rent-A-Center. That was the parking lot that my dad parked in after we left the post office parking lot. It's like right across the street. We didn't even go halfway up the road, and they were telling us that it was passed out and that we couldn't be there. But my dad pointed to the sky where we were looking at. This old couple came out from the upstairs in the city of Woonsocket. This is the 90s, big crack epidemic. People, are getting hit left and right. The cop was out there looking. He was looking for something on the ground, so I couldn't even tell you. But we're talking the cities. This city was, a dangerous place, and they're out there in their nightgown in the middle of the night looking up at this thing. I'm trying to find their names. They're probably past gone by now, but their children or grandchildren have heard of this story. I'm telling you.
Bro, it is amazing. Dude, I had like the goosebumps when Mike was doing the reading on it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I gotta pull up my GPS. Hold on.
Wonder if that system has any more info on that story.
As in Woonsocket, they'd probably know who ran that place in the late 90s.
All right, Ryan, let's break this down. How does the story go? Who was involved? What social medias? News broadcast this event.
Here's the story. On August 16th, 1999, a Woonsocket police officer was on patrol on Social Street when he spotted a UFO. He got on the police scanner and literally said he was looking at a UFO. An older couple who owned the Rent-A-Center right there on Social Street and lived in the apartment above it also saw the object. Who covered it? The local newspaper, the Woonsocket Call, ran it on the front page because a police officer was involved. That's what made it stand out. Social media? There's a Facebook group where locals still talk about this sighting. That's where people were asking for the old couple's name so they could get more details from the family.
All right, so I'm understanding the couple has passed away, but the grandkids still are aware about the event.
Yeah, that's the hope. The Facebook post in the one-socket scanner group was exactly looking for that. They said the old couple who owned the renter center on Social Street and lived upstairs had probably passed, but maybe their kids or grandkids still remember the story and could fill in details. No names
This
have come
might
up
be for my
publicly in
post.
those
I was looking
threads.
for that.
If the grandkids know about it, they're the best shot at getting the full eyewitness account.
What's going on? Gloria, what is going on? We do this every day, bro. We investigate every day.
He wants.
Yeah, I've done pressed the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Glory be breaking it down.
Guys, what do you expect the end of this process of files being released will be?
Naked aliens.
Yeah, naked aliens. But is it that just an admittance that we, the US government and our contractors have been reverse engineering tech from crashed UFOs? Is that the thing that we're still, the piece of the puzzle that we're still missing in order to sort of stick a fork in disclosure and say we've got it?
Great point. I see that 92, 91. I typically go on at 9 o'clock to 10. Keep the segment up till 11 or 11:30, all p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Saturdays I typically come in the morning. This morning segment is typically 9ish to 10ish, and we're trying to get this to be a live where we bring on guests. I think they're really the government is really sticking to the technology base of this phenomenon. They're holding on to that pretty hardcore. So I believe they're just trying to segue the new technology that they have discovered, but because they're not really posting much about alien encounters, basically abductees. So I feel like they're doing it to get like a, hey, we just contact and that's it. It doesn't seem like they want to get into the contactee alien abduction scenario of this phenomenon. It doesn't seem like they want to get into the DNA retrieval program that they have involved with this. Basically, the contract agreements for exchange for DNA for technology. It seems like they're really keeping away from that. So I don't think that this disclosure they're going to discuss any of that. And I'm understanding that through Stewart, the guy that made Finding Victor, the documentary, he's saying that they only want to discuss about the grays. So I think this segue is literally saying we have contact and we're in open communication with the grays. That, if you guys are not familiar with the grays, which I doubt it, it looks like the ant people, or what is described in ancient times, the ant people. And I think the only reason they're doing that is because we currently have a contractual agreement with them, I believe. So, but I don't think they're going to admit about the reptilians. They have threatened everybody about the reptilians. They have threat everybody of their livelihood about anything about that, or the Nordics that have currently been moving over here from their communities to basically get away from their civilization. And the only ones that haven't arrived, which they're not in the community, but they do have stationed military locations. Top secret is the tall whites. If you guys are not familiar with the tall whites, very pale, and they're typically, their women are like 7 foot and the men are about 8 foot. Now the height is varied on their age, believe it or not. So basically,
they can be very dangerous too, I heard.
they do have like a short temper.
Yes.
What do you think is their role in this, if any? Are they the overlords of everyone?
I heard rumors of that. I think people are going to try to push their narrative when this thing comes out.
Deeply telepathic, highly intelligent creatures, not to be trifled with.
Well, you do have Iran saying off the line stuff when the war started, saying that the tall whites control America. So I don't know where that comes from or why they would state that off the cuff. So that.
Well, what was that man's name, Knight? That he's on all kinds of movie channels, and he worked at what was it? That desert or something. He was the one that the military. I guess the tall whites like this guy. He's very soft-spoken dude. He's not violent or anything.
Oh, I know you're talking about the one that didn't sign an NDA or anything.
Yeah, they wanted some military person with them, right? Because they were in some type of place. And the tall whites wanted him only, okay? Because I guess the way his self was, I guess. But they're in America. They were on a military base out in the desert. And that's how I knew that they can be violent if, they're very protective over their people. The men of the tall whites, they don't play around. And the women either. The women, if you go near their children or something like that, you got to be very careful. But I can see where Iran said that.
Hey, so yeah, the tall whites. I don't remember the name of the guy, but he was basically on the military installation over there in Arizona, I believe, near Area 51, and they have mapping of like the housing and stuff like that where he was, and he didn't sign an NDA or anything. And I think the one incident you talked about violence was basically, it seems like the tall whites have a skeleton structure that's a little different than ours, that when they walk like down the steps or something, they look like they're off balance. So one of the guys went to grab her to catch her from falling, and she immediately like tasered the shit out of him, like went into it was like, how dare you touch me, and she was like, how the hell do you think that we've traveled light years over here and I'm gonna fall on your planet? Are you kidding me? Like, it had this really supremacist kind of reaction to him just trying to help.
And then we got Palladians too, guys. We got the Palladians, which seem to be nice. The tall whites, I did reports on those. The grays now, I think that's contract stuff. The
weather observer at Indian Springs, Nevada.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Straight up. Yeah, that's Charles Hall's story about the tall whites. He was stationed at Indian Springs, out on the Nellis Range in Nevada. He claims he interacted with them for years while doing weather observations and says he never signed any NDA. The specific incident you're thinking of, where one of them almost falls or looks off balance on steps, a guy tries to catch her, and she basically blasts him with some kind of energy or shock, is one of the classic moments from his accounts. The tall whites come off extremely arrogant in his telling, like, how dare you think we'd fall on your planet type vibe. You want me to run through more of his claims or stick to the one socket thing?
Like, here on this planet, we definitely have different social structures, right? We have blacks, we have Chinese, we have like different colors, right? It definitely seems on their planet they had a cleansing per se. As bad as that sounds, because they have removed any type of creature on their planet that would threaten their lives. And it seems like they're all one race. There are no other colors in that race. And prospectively, what I'm seeing, what do you think about that, Ryan? Oh, like, yeah, basically, I'm gonna say it again, guys. It seems like the tall whites definitely have this arrogant supremacist kind of vibe to it, because they mention something about removing all type of creatures on their planet, as far as any creature that would threaten their lives. And the reason why the conversation came up, because we have dogs in our homes and cats in our homes. They literally removed any animal on their planet that would do anything close to threatening their lives, which is pretty scary, right? And alongside that, I believe the tall whites have only one race. It's basically all white, tall whites, no black whites per se.
Black whites.
Yeah, that's straight out of Charles Hall's accounts. The tall whites come across as extremely arrogant in his stories. They look down on humans as violent and primitive. They see us as too dangerous to leave our cage, meaning Earth. On the animals' part, Hall said they don't care about saving whales or anything like that. On their own planet, they apparently killed off any creatures that could possibly threaten them. So when they saw humans keeping dogs and cats in their houses, they found it weird and risky. You're right about the race thing too. In his telling, they're all one uniform type: chalk white skin, white hair, bright blue eyes. No variation like we have on Earth. That "how dare you touch me" reaction when someone tried to help one of them fits their supremacist vibe perfectly. Want me to pull more specific details from his claims?
For $4, yeah.
One thing I'd add is that perhaps there's been some kind of similar evolutionary pressure placed upon them that also occurred in Northern Europe, that being low light, and that could push them towards a certain phenotype. Also, if they're on a planet with less gravity, that would make them taller, more sort of wafty, and would explain why they'd find our gravity difficult. It could totally be that they're complete assholes and have done ethnic cleansing. That's probable, but also it could just be that's the nature of their own evolutionary trajectory on their own home planet. We just don't know.
I really do think they have to obey by the rules too, if you know what I'm saying. Back to the left.
Great question, Chips. So do they have depictions or information about their environmental existence on their planet? And also, with the variations, could it be possible there's a planet that's environmentally consistent throughout all portions of it, where the race on that planet would basically look the same, because there's no variation of environmental change in certain portions of the planet?
Yeah, good question. Charles Hall didn't really give much detail about what their actual planet looks like. He mostly talked about how the tall whites lived and acted
Wait a
here on
second.
Earth.
Wait a second. That triggered a memory. He mentioned of a location, and they got like uncomfortable. Like they didn't want us to know about where they're from.
Yeah, you're right. Charles Hall said that whenever the tall whites were asked about where they were actually from, they would get visibly upset and uncomfortable. He claimed they got so agitated one time that they threatened to kill the humans who kept asking. They made it very clear they did not want us knowing the location of their home planet or star system. That reaction matches the arrogant, controlling vibe you were talking about earlier. They were fine with being here on their terms, but sharing any real info about themselves was off limits.
Mine is his story.
It's the Pleiades. That's a star cluster of about 7 or 8 different stars. There's plenty of space for various civilizations on Earth.
You got that right. In Charles Hall's story, the moment he brought up Arcturus, a bright star about 36 light years away, the tall whites got visibly uncomfortable. A ripple of emotion went through the group, and the teacher asked if he knew where they came from. They clearly didn't like humans knowing or guessing their origin. That's the specific location that triggered them. They shut that conversation down quick. Want me to keep going on them or switch back to the Woonsocket cop story?
36 light years away?
Yeah,
Just down the road.
exactly. Arcturus is about 37 light years away from us. Charles Hall guessed that star when he was talking to them, and that's what made the whole group react. They got visibly uncomfortable and basically confirmed he was close.
That's weird. Hey, didn't what's that guy back from the future? Something Smith? No, it wasn't that one. It was another story. Basically the guy goes into a coma and he wakes up in 36, I believe, and he mentioned about how we only contact one alien race and they're only like 40 light years away.
Yeah, that's Paul Amadeus Dienach. He fell into a coma around 1921 and claimed his consciousness woke up in the year 3906. He lived there for a full year before snapping back. In that future, humanity had made contact with extraterrestrials, and from what he described, it was peaceful encounters. I don't recall him saying we only contacted one specific race, or giving an exact distance like 36 to 40 light years, though. The one race part you mentioned might be mixing a couple stories together. Want me to pull more details from his account?
Yeah, didn't they say something about a contact from an alien race that they encountered? He touched on it a little bit and then that was it.
Yeah, he does touch on it. In Paul Dienach's story, the guy in the future tells him that humans have encountered alien races multiple times, and got it. You want me to go deeper into Paul Dienach's story, or are we switching to something else?
Yeah, do that, Orion.
Sorry about that, guys. Wifey was going to work.
No
Nice.
worries, man. Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
Hey, Chips, you got any more questions, man?
I want to, yeah. I want to know what do you think? What do you think we're going to get from the? What can we expect to get from the U.S. government? You sort of touched on what they're not prepared to provide, which I think you're right about. Are they just placating an old president? Are they just pandering to Trump's declaration that he's going to release all the files? But we know that with things like the Epstein files, what they say and what they release is two different things. Do you think we actually won't get much more than what we've already received? Just more really surface level stuff? I'm just trying to manage my own expectations around this because I don't want to get carried away and expect too much.
I don't think draw a lot out anyways. I think they're going to cover a lot of it up and release it as little as they can.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to keep it subsurface, and they're going to keep bringing stuff up, but it's going to be subsurface.
Do you think that I noticed that the Japanese and the Ukrainian governments made statements around how they were going to start releasing their own files. I haven't seen any evidence of them doing that, but are we closer than we've ever been to figuring this out, or are we just being led around by our noses?
All right, so literally, the people that are going to disclose stated a few times that Trump is not going to be president when they do the full disclosure. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that he is not going to be the one um, doing
to
the
provide
disclosure.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, doing the final statement, or there's going to be a representative doing the final statement. But he literally is just not going to be there. He's just not going to be there. So I don't know if that means if he's not going to be in office, if it's going to happen in his term and he's not going to be president, or is the person that's going to disclose it is going to be on the stadium to say everything about the actual disclosure thing. So that's the rumor mill right now, and that basically entails that we have been in contact, and I don't think they're not going to go any deeper in that. I don't believe.
And I think you got stories, guys, like Savage and thousands of people that eyewitness to these things. You think they'd be all over the news channels, wouldn't you think?
100%.
But it's a cover up. All the stuff we show here online is better than the GOV can ever have or show us. Okay, and that's why I believe they're going to just slow baby roll this out as quick as they can because they don't want to panic the public. See.
It's like our science is getting managed as well with this sort of the disappearance of various scientists in several different areas of research. That's a worry. What do you guys make of the very good work that the U.S. Congress is doing? People like Senator DeLuna and the like. Are they seem to have bitten down on this. And I hope that they continue to do so. It doesn't seem like they're giving up. In fact, they're getting more outspoken. Is that an avenue that may result in a compression of this disclosure timeline?
It's funny you said that. Lewis, hey, what's going on? Woken 1 E77, what's going on? All the whistleblowers that are currently talking right now have signed a disclosure of what they're able to talk about. So there's definitely someone writing the narrative, right? And that being said, they're all, if you look at it, they're all in tandem with disclosure and what they're repeating, right? Like
Rubio seems to be pretty game for it to come out. Like I was just watching half of an interview with the guy that directed Age of Disclosure. It's a Vice interview that's just come out in the last 24 hours. I'd suggest having a watch, where this director talks very highly of Marco Rubio and how he's the guy that seems to know the most at the moment within the administration, and what even he knows about the all of the contractors and the programs that have been going on since the 40s is probably a minute amount of what's really what exists. Like no one knows. How can we possibly get private contractors with militia to ever give up their their crown jewels, especially in time of war? It seems so corrupt. Obviously it is, but it's I don't know how you do that.
That's a great point. I know they have talked about writing an executive order, but these you got kicked. Why you got kicked?
It's been happening, Knight. It happens on my lives every day. I wanted to ask you guys a question too now. Do you think that these elites made a treaty or something and then the treaty got broken is why all these things showed up like they did out of nowhere? I was just trying to get... I wonder if you can ask your buddy there, Knight. You think that's what's going on too? Because he showed up out of nowhere, man.
Oh, that's
good. I got kicked off, not by you or anything, just something happened. But
it's going on a lot in the app.
Yeah. I got to drop down anyway. I just wanted to come back and just say, hey, thanks for having me up. And Uncle Jay, I'll be talking. I don't know if it'll be Saturday or if you're on tonight or something. If not, it'd have to be Sunday.
Yeah, I think Uncle Jay's coming on live in the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, but thanks for having me up, man. And
Yeah, no
I'll talk
problem,
to y'all
man.
later.
Appreciate you coming up,
Good to
telling
see you,
us.
man.
Hey, nice to see you, Chips. See you, Anomaly.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where these markers are, these lines that may have been crossed. I mean, the whole corporate entity of like downing and recovery of craft could be a massive signal as to why something's pissed off and something's back. I mean, human behaviour on the whole, it's not always positive, and so you know, when you think about like how long the downing process has been going on, I mean, if there was something coming back for any sort of sound reason, it would probably be to take things off us that were not mature enough or responsible enough, or even whether we should have it at all. You know, they want their shit back. That's what I think. I do think that would be you poke a bear enough for long enough, it'll take your head off.
Yeah, you're not joking.
So where Lou Elizondo said what he said, the fact that he kind of alluded to something but then said, I can't tell you, there's something massive that the US government's really kind of like disturbed about. And I've said this from the beginning, that there was a real reason, and they've always known there was a real reason that they had to come clean, because it was unstoppable. And it's their responsibility to tell us also, because they caused this. And so, you know, with the fractionalization of the black projects and this whole furore in government and all these corporate entities down in craft and stuff like that, I mean, there is actually a possibility as well, when you see how big these massive banking conglomerates are and stuff like that, right? I mean, look at Blackwater and organizations like that. I mean, if any one of these companies discovered something so powerful that it could present a real problem for the rest of humanity, I mean, is it not possible that, like, you know, you could have almost a breakaway situation because somebody does have technology that they really don't want to give up, but they will use it to threaten everybody in the space that they're located and further.
That's what I said. Do you think a human can build this cell phone you're holding in the hand?
I don't know. I've seen those Chinese breaking those stuff down, man. I'm pretty on I believe we can. I believe we can.
Think so. Okay.
Bridging artificial intelligence is going to provide a lot more bandwidth for us to be able to understand quite quite magical properties of technology that we don't, just as humans, have the ability to really comprehend.
In the same respect, misused, it could be something very detrimental, especially in such unstable times whereby, you know, no one trusts the establishment. So, you know, where you see these artificially intelligent drones going into war zones, or artificial intelligent drones going into war zones, like we've seen in the last couple of days, they've been saying cluster storms of these things, and they're doing what they do. They're not, I don't think, you know, they're basically controlling swarms of them. They're not individually doing it, so they've got some autonomous nature to it. I mean, if you think about the capacity that like AI and UFO technology is formed, I mean, the chokehold that could put on humanity if it were ever to kind of be used to be like an iron fist and control the populations of the planet. I mean,
that's a great.
Talk about things like new world orders and stuff like that. Is it impossible is it impossible to think that, you know, whatever is down there on the horizon is like a digital cage with extreme consequence if shit goes wrong in your own personal environment? I mean, we've all seen The Fifth Element and the sort of Big Brother capacity. I mean, but this is just like another dimension to it where it's kind of like alien technology and drones and all sorts of stuff.
Check it out. Trey Jones says, we have been trying to reach you about your planet's existence warranty and have you purchased a dimensionalized department space, please contact Total Recall Industry. You can reach us in the space in between. Please find the point and the point of return, and we are waiting for you. Your planet's warranty has expired. Have you called us?
You may want to get another warranty on that, baby.
Fuck yeah,
I think the
man.
warranty's void at this point.
Hell yeah, dude. They're coming
I
for
think the government, though, is shitting themselves in the States about this whole disclosure thing. And they seem to be very uncomfortable about the whole unveiling of whatever it is. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect in terms of like whether it would have some sort of cheerful feel to it, but it just doesn't. And there's an awkwardness about it.
Are you
Which
getting?
does make
Are you
does
getting?
make you wonder if they've done something, and it's now us that are going to have to bite the shit sandwich and fucking, you know, take whatever's thrown at us.
Are in your country UFO anomaly? I don't know where you're at, or you have people showing and they letting loose on all the intel they're finding?
Yeah, I mean, there are conversations taking place. I know that the King's barrister in the coming months will be talking to the House of Lords at some point, but you know, until then, I mean, Britain's just kind of pretending like it hasn't seen what's going on elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, I believe that Russia, China, where you're at, everywhere, you know, like us, the United States, they have crashed ships, beans, everything else, but I don't see Russia throwing all this out. I mean, a little bit's coming out, you know, just like us. It's like the whole world is like on the same page, if you know what I mean.
I think this is why some people's minds are jumping to the blue beam reality, because, you know, yeah, China, Russia, the other two major superpower players that more likely than not have a fuck ton of recovered stuff as well as back engineered stuff, aren't saying a word about that. They're not saying a word about their actual discoveries across their territories. I mean, it's odd that America feel like they need to do it, which does kind of make you think, with all the other instability around the world, whether there's a separate agenda, you know?
Yeah. It's just, I was just wondering what your thoughts were on that, because Russia's coming out with stuff, and then I found out in the U.S. that's how we got the night vision. They captured a bean, took his eyeball out, examined it and everything, and then that's how y'all got night vision cameras and everything. So there's a lot going on that we just don't know about, man.
Yeah. I just think it's also multifaceted. It isn't just like a one-dimensional disclosure. There's loads of different aspects to it. But I think that's why they're kind of treading on eggshells while they're making their sort of meager deliveries. They're like throwing breadcrumbs at the moment.
Now, guys, this here's Robbie. He's in my lives a lot. Night knows
I know Robbie.
Brother.
Hello,
Robbie.
John.
All right,
Hello,
Rob.
mate. Yeah, we all know each other on here, Uncle Sam.
Okay.
Hello, mate. Yeah, we all know each other on here, Uncle Sam. Hey, you sound just like a scouser. I'm actually in Liverpool now. I've come home for a few days. I can't wait to get back to London.
All I'm saying is that Robbie had a close encounter. He's been following us for a while, and then he opened up, and what amazing stories he's got. I'm trying to get him back into live probably this weekend, hopefully.
Yeah, I honestly only started sharing after UFO anomaly shared his, and it made me feel that I could share without people taking the piss. And since then, it started to make me feel better than myself. Because, John, it's not easy sharing at times, mate, you know.
Hey,
No,
you boys doing the right thing. Much respect to you boys. Okay.
Oh, nice one, mate.
There's an obvious stigma that comes with it, and it is every time. Yeah, you kind of go crawling through it. It is unsettling. It is completely unnerving. It takes me a few days just to kind of come through and out the other side of it once I've talked about it for a few hours.
I'm exactly the same, John. Exactly the same. But honestly, mate, listening to you, I'm like, looking at it. If John can say it as it is, I can say it is. But because I had so many little things happen before I was visited, that it was hard to put together, you know?
What kind of led up to the first visitation? Was there synchronicities? Was it like a hitchhiker effect of weird shit going on?
Oh, shit. Yeah, and honestly, mate, said I've shared before, but I was in my garden.
Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Hey, guys, let me catch up with the questions. I got some questions here. There's multiple locations. That's not just the big countries that have UFO sightings. Let me see if I can bring this up. You got United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, France, and a whole other Anguilla. You got different locations that have it, and I mean, these are literally every country that has UFO sightings numbers across the world. Like, I mean, Dominican, I don't know how to pronounce that one. BJ Abuta. So
Djibouti.
Thank you. The planet, man. They're all over the damn planet. But right now, they're
New Zealand's had a whole bunch.
Yeah, so they're Fuji.
Yep.
I mean, there's definitely Fuji. I want to see Fuji. Boom. So it's all over the planet.
Yeah.
They are visiting people like Robbie, Chips, all them, right? And then a lot of us ain't seeing them. That's a big question, right? Why? Why is all them guys seeing them and a lot of us ain't? So, like I said, man, I'm just enjoying the ride and trying to save my brothers and sisters the best of my ability. I already bought my brand new lounge chair that I'm going to sit in when you guys go walk up to the ship because I want to see, you know what I mean?
I've experienced things, but not really UFOs. More sort of with the passing of a relative, I had an experience. But I think in as much as that's opened my psyche up to the whole understanding that we live in a really complicated universe.
Yeah.
10-4 on that, sir.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for having me up tonight. Always good. Are you UFO X-Files
no problem,
now?
brother.
I'm happy to see all you guys from other country touching base with us in the U.S. too, man, because I try to show love to everybody. So I appreciate you guys coming in from other countries and having our back just like we have yours, all right?
Yeah, thank you, Jay.
Uncle Jay, every time you say stuff like that, I want to put this in there.
Bigfoot's here too. Ready to rock this show. Let's go.
This just became Uncle Jay's lie right now. Every time he says stuff like that, I'm just like,
nice one, love.
I love the way your AI makes me pregnant when I got a six-pack.
Oh, God, I love it.
I'll catch you soon, though. Night. Take care.
All right,
bye,
brother.
everyone.
Take
Bye,
care.
John.
Cheers.
See you later,
John.
guys.
Thank you for dropping by, brother.
Much love, boys.
That's
good.
awesome.
All good.
I'm just pulling your leg, Uncle Jay.
I love that skit, dude. I do.
You were pissed about the other one, though. It looked like a troll coming out of the freaking logo.
Get on that new. I'm gonna get on the new AI you sent me. That you sent me in a message. I'm gonna try to do that one because they took Sora down, but I'll try to do that one too and see.
What is it? Do you remember, Knight? What you suggested? Is it Grok? What do you use to make the videos?
The videos is Grok. I did download another one that I downloaded one that uses all of the AI sourcing.
Oh yeah. Have you paid for a subscription?
For Grok, yeah. I pay for a subscription for Grok, but I'm realizing that Grok is like what's going on, Tsunami? That they got limitations. Like if I really want to do the AI thing, because what I want to do is eventually get us creators, and we do a short, and we're going to be involved in it, right? And literally,
mate.
Basically, the people that are in this community be the segue. I mean, because you see people doing these trailers and like, if you guys don't know about my past, right? I was 11 and a half years in Lockheed Martin. I worked on the F-16 structural assembly, basically building it from scratch on a jig. And alongside with that, I did independent film, right? I got a stupid little film that I got into Sundance. It was like a 15-minute little video. And basically, that was someone that had a heart attack and then went to the netherworld. And basically, throughout the segment of the house was cut up in segments of levels of basically first level, second level of reality in the death realm. And then I came back and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's so I have a unique talent and certain like that. So what I need to do is really hone in my skills and filter that through the UFO community and get us involved in it as far as being representative in the community. Because here's the bottom line: all we hear is about Luis Elizondo. All we hear is about Stephen Greer. All we hear, and we don't hear about Uncle Jay. We don't hear about UFO Anomaly. We don't hear about Chips. We don't hear about people in the active community. UFO Anna, that she's spotting these UFOs and she's recording these UFOs. You have other people in the community that are well known. What's it called? As a UFO investigation anomaly. He has a long name. I don't know why he has it so long. I try to keep it short, man, so people remember stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
What Knight? I highly respect you because you're like me. You take the people with you that love you back, and that's why I have much love for a lot of you guys. And you know, a lot of them are separating, but I appreciate what you do, Knight, just by showing my stuff on your live, bro. Just like I respect you when you come into mine with your stories. Love every minute of it.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Uncle Jay, man. It's just one of those things. We all have to help each other, because the bottom line, man, we're all in this and we're all communicating with each other. And half the intel that we get is from other people telling, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see that someone post that? It's like, no, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
And then
it's just learning from each other, isn't it? It's learning.
That's a very exciting and incredible kind of idea, Knight. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, man. Let's get our stories out there. Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, man. And you know, if it's a little short film, like 8 minutes short film where you can get into these film festivals, I would in self be excited about that, because I've done it for a period of time. Like my YouTube channel I still got up. I'm still connected with a lot of those filmmakers, and I definitely would like to expand on that, man. Because I mean, there's a whole nother audience that I have that they're not in the UFO community thing, and they have probably, most of them don't even know that I've been doing this for 2.5 years with the with this segment. So they're definitely gonna be surprised when it comes to that. Also, it'd be nice to hire some actors to do some cool shit with AI.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
What is this turkey point? Sorry, guys. I'm like looking
You're
at.
looking at what's that website? UFOs around what? UFO sightings around the world. Is that
Okay,
what it
so
is?
this one is Enigma. Let me type it in the chat here. All right, see how the. There we go. Enigma. What time is it? Time is it? Oh, I gotta go, guys. I gotta pick up my kids.
Nice one.
All right, guys. You guys take care. You have a blessed
Good
day.
to see you.
Okay,
And
cheers, everyone.
Want to
cheers.
come in and support you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. If you guys been here this long, you are disclosure.
I love it. I love it.
See you, everyone.
See you later, Chips.
See you, Robbie.
Ta-ra, mate. See you, Uncle Jay. Who's next?
About rolling with the graves in the feet when your mind goes blank. Gotta